Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello, good morning, Miss Vivin. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sumarni Ranga. My NPM 9211-1402-112020. Here I will present about summarizing the material, the beginning until the end of academic listening class to complete the final assignment with the topic TOEIC and TOEFL test in academic listening. So this presentation highlight there are key points that we'll be discussing. There are what is TOEIC test and 4 sections of TOEIC test, what is TOEFL test. There are 6 parts of TOEFL test and how to get good score in TOEIC and TOEFL test. Now let's look at the first point of my talk is what is TOEIC test? TOEIC test is test of English for international communication. The TOEIC test is an English proficiency that people whose native language is not English. The TOEIC test score shows how well people can communicate in English with other people in global work environment. This test does not require special vocabulary, it only measures the type of English used in daily activities. So the next point is there are 4 sections in TOEIC test. Number 1 is photo section. Number 2 is question and response. Number 3 is short conversation. And number 4 is short talks. Now, photo section. In this section, you will see a photo which can depict of group of people, an object or scene. And then the question and response. This section consists of 30 questions. You will hear a question asked by one speaker and 3 responses or replies given by another speaker. And number 3 is short conversation. This section contains 100 short conversation with each conversation having 3 questions associated with it. We need to listen to the conversation and then read the questions related to it. And the last is short talks. In this section, you will listen to 10 short talks delivered by a single speaker. These talks can be in the form of advertisement, such as announcements, message, or any other type of monologue. And the next point is, what is TOEFL test? The test of English as a foreign language is aimed mainly at students pursuing university-level study and assesses academic English. The test measures all 4 English language communication skills, such as listening, reading, speaking, and writing. And the next slide is there are 5 parts of TOEFL test. Part 1 is the TOEFL test is primarily administered as an internet-based test, EBT test. It consists of 4 sections, reading, listening, speaking, and writing. The test takes about 3 hours to complete. Part 2 is reading section. This section includes passages from academic texts followed by multiple choice questions. And part D, listening section. Test takers listen to academic lectures, discussions, and conversation, and then answer multiple choice questions. Part 4, speaking section. The speaking section assesses test takers' ability to express their opinions and ideas verbally. And step 5, writing section. The writing section requires test takers to write essays based on reading and listening passages. And the next slide is how to get good score in TOEIC and TOEFL tests. There are 4 points to get a good score in TOEIC and TOEFL tests. There are to achieve a good score in the TOEIC and TOEFL test, we need to practice by listening to academic materials and paying attention to vocabulary and grammar. And the second is practice reading by reading articles or business reports to understand the content, details, and relevant information. And the third point is practice writing by writing essays on general topics and using appropriate grammar and vocabulary. And the last is read the instructions carefully. Manage your time wisely and double check your answers before submitting the test. Now, is it the resources and reference? And this is the conclusion. To conclude my talk today, the conclusion is the TOEIC test and TOEFL test are two different tests in terms of their purpose and the skills they assess, although both are related to English language proficiency. The TOEIC test is intended for individuals who want to measure their communication skills in English in everyday global work environments, while the TOEFL test is aimed at students who want to pursue university-level studies and assess their academic English language proficiency. The TOEIC test consists of a listening section that tests comprehension of speaking English in various contexts, while the TOEFL test consists of reading, listening, speaking, and writing sections that assess academic English comprehension as well as speaking and writing abilities. By understanding the differences between these two tests and preparing adequately, the chances of achieving good scores in both the TOEIC and TOEFL tests can be increased. So that's all for my presentation today. Thank you.